in Picher in Mecklenburg-Vorpommern, Germany. We previously visited the team in summer 2020, just after Ruhe Agrar had taken over the Picher farm. They had numerous renovation projects and acquisitions planned. 1 year later, we've come to see how the farm has changed, and of course, to take a look at their work in the fields. Picher is situated around 100 kilometers east of Hamburg. The acreage covered by the company, Agrarproduktion Breisegard Picher EG, has increased yet again compared to the previous year. The team now farms around 2,500 hectares. Since Ruhe Agrar took over the business, the farm has undergone an intensive process of modernisation, both indoors and out. In terms of harvesting equipment, Picher has been seriously kitted out. This 800 horsepower Krone forage harvester has been acquired to harvest around 2,400 hectares of maize and grassland. And for the grain harvest, they now have use of a Claas Lexion 8700. It's the end of July, and the grain harvest began a few days ago. At 585 horsepower, the Lexion 8700 is the third most powerful combine made by Claas. The grain tank has a capacity of 13,500 litres, and the header has a working width of 12.3 metres. Team member Edmund has worked on this farm for over 30 years and learned how to drive combines from scratch. His colleague Dietmar helps to cart the grain away using a new Fendt 724 Vario. Acquired for the 2021 season, the Lexion is scheduled to combine around 1,400 hectares of land. It's an extremely ambitious performance target for the 8700, which will also be deployed on the Dachau farm. Edmund can combine up to 70 hectares in a 10-hour day with this harvesting giant. They grow various types of grain in Picher, with rye being especially popular in this area due to the moderate fertility of the soil. On this field, they're combining triticale, which at 4 tons per hectare fell slightly short of expectations. An efficient use of water and consistent use of cover crops is essential in this sandy location. They are constantly trying out new cultivation methods, just like they are here with this demonstration of a combination harrow for shallow stubble cultivation. Ruhe Agrar is a family-run agricultural business that currently has 6 locations in northern and eastern Germany. In 2020, we visited each of their farms at various times of the year and reported on the activities carried out there, including the main jobs out in the fields. A core component of the business is the production of biogas and district heating from renewable raw materials. They supply over 25,000 households with electricity and 1,000 with district heating. The company's subsidiary, Ruhr Biogas Service GmbH, or RBS for short, takes care of maintenance and repair work on the biogas plants. RBS is currently helping to plan the construction of some plants for converting biomethane into bio-LNG. The technology is cutting edge within the fuel sector and is gaining in significance for the commercial vehicle industry. In addition to producing energy, Ruhe Agrar also focuses on beef production. At the Picher farm, a large proportion of the renovation costs have been allocated to modernising the livestock housing. Only the basic shed structures have been retained. A large proportion of the fixtures and fittings have been installed by the farm's own team. State-of-the-art feeding robots supply the fattening bulls with the right amount and type of ration. Each of the robots can supply around 450 animals. The silage and other feed concentrates are prepared in a separate bay. The units are loaded fully automatically and begin their journey to the allocated housing area. When planning the renovations, they were guided by the specifications of German farming method number 3. After organic, which corresponds to farming method number 4, this is the second highest standard of animal welfare that can be achieved. The bulls, which are mainly Fleckvieh cattle, are housed on the farm from around 200 kilos in weight and leave the farm for slaughter after about 12 months at around 770 kilos. We met Malte, one of the 2 farm managers, during our first filming trip. Laura is responsible for managing the livestock at Ruhe Agrar. As for marketing the meat, Ruhe Agrar is in the process of developing a second sales channel. For this, they've built a small abattoir with processing capabilities in the village of Rosien. The idea behind this is to process their own meat into high-quality meat products. Since the animals only have a 15-minute journey from the farm to the abattoir, they are put under hardly any stress, which is obviously reflected in the quality of the meat too. Uwe Kayatz has previously established direct marketing concepts in other locations to great success and has set up the Rosien meat factory for Ruhe Agrar. The company's meat and game delicacies are sold at local food retailers and in the online shop on their website. Local consumers can also buy from well-stocked vending machines selling local produce in Picher and Rosien. Now let's head back to the Picher farm. After the harvest comes tillage. Every other year they usually spread lime on the fields first. In this case they're spreading 2 tons per hectare based on soil test results. The team is currently working on improving how they incorporate the yield data recorded by the combine and forest harvester into their crop cultivation plans over the next few years. Next season they plan to start using application maps with the aim of applying fertilizer and plant protection products even more efficiently. When it came to tractors, they decided to part with 3 Massey Fergusons due to their age and amount of repairs needed, and invest in 3 Fendts. The 415 horsepower 942 Vario is assigned to stubble cultivation. When it comes to the heavy tillage work, the Picher farm gets some help from the Dachau team with their quad track. Tommy is one of 5 employees at Picher who mainly carry out the field work. They also have 2 farming apprentices, 2 stock people and 3 employees working in farm management and administration. its first year of service, the 8-metre-wide Vector stale seedbed cultivator from Kirkeling has covered around 3,000 hectares. In the first pass of stubble cultivation, the working depth is set to less than 5 centimetres. To improve reconsolidation, the cultivator is also combined with the PWA, a toothed ring packer roller, during later passes. An approaching thunderstorm brings the harvesting and other work to an abrupt standstill in the afternoon. Not uncommon in this very wet summer of 2021. It It's been an exciting visit for us, being able to report on the progress made on the Picher farm. If you'd like to find out more about Ruhe Agrar, feel free to visit their website or watch the multi-part short film series on our YouTube channel. And check out www.farmworld.tv to find out more about our film productions.